Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. So I'm in Roermond today, which if you've been following me along for a while, especially if you've watched some of my videos from last year, you'll know that I've been to Roermond a couple of times. It's an outlet village in the Netherlands. It's run by MacArthur Glen, which they do have tons of locations. So I'm in Roermond and they do have a huge variety of brands and like stores and everything. They have a massive Adidas, for instance. They have like, oh, I'm looking at FLYIN currently, so chocolates, anyone? But obviously in this video I'm going to focus on luxury brands. So I already went to Valentino and Prada, Miu Miu, so that's going to be coming up, and I'm also planning to go to Gucci. They also have a Ferragamo here, Dolce Gabbana. I'm looking at Roberto Cavalli, and I think there's like an UGG and a Jimmy Choo. Chance I'm not going to go inside UGG, but Jimmy Choo maybe. And I think, am I missing something? Burberry they do have as well. Tons of goodies coming your way. And hey, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, hi, I'm Lesley. I'm so glad to have you here. On my channel I talk about all things luxury, in particular handbags, but I cover a wide range of topics. I film unboxings, reviews, I adore filming shopping vlogs in outlet villages as well as like in regular luxury boutiques. I love filming travel vlogs, so if any of that sounds like your thing, I would love for you to consider subscribing. And before I make this intro any longer than it has to be, let's look at some outlet goodies and maybe we're gonna find something. Who knows? It's always fun to look at outlet stuff because you never know what to expect, so let's go. Alright, let's start with Valentino. And one thing I find really neat about Valentino, and that doesn't just apply to Roermond but also Bicester Village close to London, for instance, is that like throughout the outlet boutique they have like signs dotted around. Oh, you can actually see it like back behind me there. They have like signs dotted around the boutique with QR codes, and when you scan the QR codes, that basically gives you access to the current, somewhat current-ish stock situation at the Valentino outlet. And I think the SA said, she was lovely by the way, she said that the link updates itself twice or 3 times a week, so you definitely get like a somewhat up-to-date idea of what's in stock, because obviously they don't display everything that they have in stock when it comes to, especially when it comes to ready-to-wear sizes, shoe sizes, colors, when it comes to handbags and stuff. So yeah, that's super neat, and you can even like access the link, so I'm gonna like include it in the description box, from outside of Roermond. It doesn't like require you being within like Roermond Wi-Fi, for instance. And the SA said that they actually also ship, so you can contact them if you see something that you really want. You can contact them and they ship for sure within the Netherlands. And when we were talking, she knew that I was from Germany, and she offered to send something to me. So apparently they also ship to Germany and realistically a couple of other European countries. Not too sure about the US. I didn't like specifically ask about shipping to the US, but chances are it's going to be pretty pricey. But in general, I love the idea of letting customers access the stock list, or like a catalog of what they have available at the outlet boutique. Also, look at those like discounts on the shoes. Those platform heels were massively discounted, but they also had like tons of standard Rockstar heels, like those beige ones, for instance. They also had black, basically all the colors when it comes to basic like standard Rockstar heels. Alright, that's it with Valentino. Obviously I can't like film everything, but as I said, especially when it comes to Valentino, just like check their online like catalog. Next off, Prada and Miu Miu, and with Miu Miu being like a sister company to Prada, they share like a building and it's massive. And I think they also have like a shoe company or like a shoe brand. Is it Churches maybe? Don't quote me though. But I did focus on Prada and Miu Miu. They also had tons of ready to wear, which I might have filmed like a little bit, but my focus was handbags and a couple of shoes. So let's go.
Let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young.
Quick side note, apparently the brands have like free range in terms of how they want to structure their tags. So historically, Miu Miu and Prada are a little, I think it's annoying because they generally, apart from this one, great example, generally they don't display the original price on their tags. They just display the outlet price. Those shoes, for instance, $450, who knows how much they would have retailed like at full price, if they even was a full price. So that's kind of like the iffy part. You don't really get an idea of what the original price would have been if the tag only displays the outlet price. Is it an outlet only bag? Is it not? Who knows? But some of the tags that you will see throughout this video at Prada and Miu Miu did display the original price. And I feel like that's somewhat of a new development. But anyway, another side note is that you will see on a couple of those, actually a good amount of the tags had like an orangey dot, and there were like signs scattered throughout the boutique that said an orange dot means an additional extra 10% off at the till. And Prada and Miu Miu definitely weren't the only brands that did like some of those like additional markdowns. Actually 10% is on the lower side. So for instance, Ferragamo had a huge section of bags and like shoes and all that good stuff at an additional 30% off, tons of Wonder bags, so stay tuned for the Ferragamo bit, and Burberry as well, and like tons of bags and other like accessories ready to wear at an additional 30% off of the like already reduced outlet price. So yeah, that's always fun to come across these pieces where you're like, oh my god, I can't believe that this is marked down this much. So yeah.
If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sun sets on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm Sunday, you love it, come on, give me something. I know that you want me, boy. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. We can keep on dancing all night. Give it to me, baby, all night. You love me right. If you love me right, if you love me right.
Alright, so Valentino was a success, so was Prada and Miu Miu. They didn't mind me filming at all, which I always appreciate. So we're currently on our way to Gucci, and I think there's a line already. But generally, like from experience, I think the line moves pretty quickly. So let's look at some Gucci goodies. And I think they sometimes have an issue with filming. Maybe I'm gonna like manage to sneakily film, but whatever I can capture, I'm definitely gonna do that for you. So let's go inside Gucci. Where's the line? There's the line. It's manageable. I'd say it's manageable, so let's go.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes. day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. Everything I needed. I never thought I'd meet someone like you. You know you are the reason why I feel like I can fly. Thinking about you day and night. I love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the solution.
So eventually we did make it inside. I'd say we waited like 8-ish minutes. Really weird because at some point the line felt like it was moving at all, and actually like people in front of us gave up. And once we turned the corner and we were able to look inside the boutique, which the Gucci outlet boutique at Roermond is massive. That basically applies to all the outlet boutiques of Gucci. Gucci is generally like an anchor tenant, if you will. But like once we turned the corner and we were able to look inside the boutique, there was no one. No customers, hardly any sales associates apart from like the lady that was standing in front of us and didn't let us in until like a magical point or like threshold was met and we were able to go inside. I don't know what was going on because this store was actually like close to deserted, but oh well. And I'd say it was definitely worth the wait because they had tons of stock, great bags and great prices. One thing, I might have filmed it, I don't know if I included it in the footage, but I vividly remember a time where the sign special price, which they did have inside the boutique here as well, that sign generally, like a couple of years ago, even like at Bista or at the Mall Firenze, I did go to the outlet mall close to Florence a couple of years ago. The sign special price used to mean that they were selling like bags and stuff at full price. That has definitely changed because special nowadays apparently at Gucci definitely means special, as in like multiple markdowns. Some of the bags were massively reduced. Like for instance, those iridescent marmont bags that I showed at the beginning, those were at a pretty steep discount. Generally, that doesn't just like apply to Gucci though. You can definitely get the best discounts on shoes and ready to wear, but they did have a good amount of bags that were like discounted multiple times as well, so that's always fun.
You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. I wanna hold your head. You're everything that I desire. Every time we touch, we can set the world on fire, world on fire. I wanna hold your head. You're everything that I desire, I desire. Oh, every time we touch, we can set the world on fire, world on fire. I just wanna look into your eyes. You know you make me feel like I'm alive.
My next stop was Ferragamo, and I'd say if you're into the Wonder bag, run, don't walk to your closest outlet because they had an additional 30% on top of the already marked down outlet price. And that didn't just apply to yellows, reds, like metallics, but also like standard black, navy colors, like off-white kind of thing. So yeah, if you've been thinking about getting Wanda, I'd say run to your closest outlet, be it Roermond, be it Bista Village. They do have Ferragamo in most like upscale outlet villages. Not about the Wanda, but about the Hug bag though. I've been on record a couple of times on my channel about the fact that I adore the Hug bag from Ferragamo, and I did ask the SA at the outlet if she's ever seen like a Hug bag come in, which unfortunately, as of yet, she hasn't. I didn't expect otherwise because the Hug bag, if there's like a viral-ish bag or like, yeah, a bag that has definitely caught on attention from Ferragamo, it's the Hug bag. So it kind of makes sense that it hasn't dropped at the outlets yet, but the SA did take my details and she's going to let me know if a Hug bag comes her way in the outlet. They did have a couple of bags that were like Hug bag adjacent, but not the like standard Hug bag. But watch the space, and if I get an update in terms of like Hug bags hitting the outlets, I'm definitely going to let you know.
Driving down the road that I grew up on once again. It's when I pass your door, the memories come back again. Pictures of us flooding back just like a wave. Makes me wonder what happened, what you're up to today. Remember when we stole your mother's car, we drove for days. Teenagers with too many feelings and rage. We were higher than the ceiling, middle fingers to the sky. I remember thinking if I only could stop the time. Way back when we didn't care what they said. People could stare, I didn't give a damn, 'cause I was being
Quick pit stop at Dolce Gabbana. Out of the Dolce Gabbana bags, this one right here, they do come in like standard, more muted colors as well. But this bag, don't quote me on the name, I think it's from the Sicily line, but it's on the like more understated side, like a top handle. It does come with a shorter strap as well. I did try like this petrol green one on, but the one that I did fall in love with, still very much like a pricey bag, even like for the outlets, was this like black one with embroidery on the front. I'm going to show you in a couple of seconds, but that one was gorgeous. In general, this, I think I'm just going to say it's part of the Sicily line, hopefully, maybe. I'm not overly familiar with bag styles from Dolce Gabbana, but that one, if I were to get one from the outlet, that would have definitely been it. Not so much this like very gaudy, yeah, very front and center metal element kind of bag, be it the one with a heart, be it the one with a massive DNG in the front. Not my personal taste, but to each their own. And yeah, to give you an idea of the stock that they had, obviously tons of ready to wear as well. But as always, I did focus on the bags, and that was the bag that I was referencing earlier. Beautiful embroidery on the front, but still very pricey.
way back when, way back when. We were higher than the ceiling, middle fingers to the sky. Way back when, way back when.
Alright, so quickly checking in, we went to Dolce Gabbana, which isn't necessarily like a brand that I've been overly familiar with or like interested in over the last couple of years, but ever since I went to the Dolce Gabbana exhibition in Paris earlier this year, I've definitely been intrigued to find out a little bit more about the brand. I did show you, I'm going to link it in the description box and in the info cards. I did somewhat recently film like a reveal first impression of the Dolce Gabbana Marlene bag, which is one of the more recent releases from Dolce Gabbana. It's very non-Dolce Gabbana typical, so hardly any logos, just like a tiny little bit of like Dolce Gabbana writing on the leather. Very like quiet luxury, if you will, so definitely check that out. It's not mine, unfortunately, it's my bestie's. But anyway, went to Dolce Gabbana, went to Ferragamo, currently looking at Burberry, so yeah, obviously, let's check out Burberry.
Just one glass in, you're already on my mind. When it gets late, I always realize that I need you. Are you thinking about me tonight? It's no secret, all my friends already know. There's no reason to hold it back, I let it show. All my feelings, are you thinking about me tonight?
To be 100% honest, I wasn't overly impressed with the selection at Burberry, especially like compared to the first time that I went to Burberry in Roermond, which would have been like February last year, I believe. So February 2024 compared to like end of April 2025. The selection was vastly different. Back then, like a little over a year ago, I did get my Burberry Banner-tote, which my parents ended up gifting me for my 30th birthday. And I did get that at a really good price. And the Banner-tote is like classic style. Granted, discontinued for a couple of years at this point, but still like a standard, like recognizable style for Burberry. This time around, and also the last time that I went to Roermond, which should have been like October last year, the selection was really weird. A lot of the bags allegedly gave me produced for outlet kind of vibes. Aside from bags, they had tons of like SLGs, belts, ready to wear, and some really good deals, and tons of items included in the additional 30% markdown situation. And from experience, the couple of times that I've been to Roermond, Burberry generally has some kind of promotion and additional sales situation going on. I don't know what it says about demand for Burberry, if they can't even get rid of their stuff at markdown outlet prices and they feel the need to mark down additionally. But I mean, that's great for the consumer if you happen to find something that you're interested in. They did have tons of like trench coats and capes and stuff. There was one scarf, but even at the outlet price, I wasn't comfortable spending that. On one side, it's like the standard Burberry check, and on the other side, it's got this like soldier and something going on. That looked great, and I did see like an Asian girl trying that on, and I kind of fell in love with the scarf, but it was still on the pricey side. But yeah, just to give you an idea of the stock in Burberry. And hey, just because I didn't find anything that I was overly interested in, that doesn't mean that you can't find a deal. So hopefully this gives you an idea of what to expect in Burberry. And yeah, I guess next off, let's go to Chloé.
Like a drug, I am hooked on you. Sweeter than summer wine. Baby, just hold me tight. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. And that makes me say, oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Paradise. I'm taking a mental picture in my mind just to keep this moment till the end of time, 'cause I know that it might be over after tonight. So before I change my mind, your hands around my waist, just let the music play. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. Sweeter than summer wine. Baby, just hold me tight. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. And that makes me say,
And our last stop for that day was Longchamp. Obviously, there are tons of other brands that I didn't get around to showing you in this video, but I'd say out of the like highest tier like brands, I think I covered all of them, but there are tons of more mid-range kind of brands. There's Longchamp, which you're currently seeing here. They had tons of, is it called the box trot? Some of them were marked down additionally as well, but if you're more into the like contemporary brand kind of space, they had a Kate Spade, for instance. They had a Coach, which in hindsight I maybe should have gone inside because Coach has been having a moment. They have Karl Lagerfeld. They had like Michael Kors, in case that's your thing. Sandro, Marsh. I think they have a Zegna, which that's maybe more like high tier luxury. I don't know. They do have a couple of watch brands as well. I think there's a Breitling. I'm fairly certain there's a Tag Heuer. Am I missing one of them? Montblanc they do have as well. So yeah, obviously I can't cover every single brand, but to give you an idea of what's around. Alright, and that does it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Basically, it ticked off all of the boxes that I wanted to tick off. I did go, and I didn't film that, I did go into Jimmy Choo as well. They did have tons of like tiered discounts, but nothing was really catching my eye. Plus, I'm not like a designer, luxury, price point, shoe kind of person, but they did have tons of bags as well. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, stock is changing constantly, so this is just like to give you an idea of what the stock situation might be like. I really hope this video was helpful, but yeah, give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful, consider subscribing, and I'm gonna catch you in one of my next videos. Bye.